This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 62, verse 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, keep not silence. First off, before I get started, I want to thank Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule well, who taught me the truth. Salutation, brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutation, my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To all, I want to say shalom. And Lord's will, this lesson will be edifying to the elect. So, I just have this article I came across a couple days ago from Leaders Business. And it reads, cash is no longer king, and I have this article, I'll read a little bit of it, and a video from Redacted that I want to play, a little bit of, but, the focus of this this lesson is that when it comes to these devils, Esau, Edom, particularly the elites, so-called white people, right? It always goes back to control, man. Everything is about control, It's they want to know everything that you're doing. They want to they want to be as the Most High, even though they're nothing but man. Not only are they man, but they're the basis of men, the lowest of the low, But this is what they're trying to achieve through left-hand means, And Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is going to throw a monkey wrench in their plans, But they're so proud that the Lord is controlled. As a matter of fact, let's get that, because they don't have no choice anyway. This is Proverbs. Proverbs 21 and 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will, So these devils are doing exactly what they were programmed to do, And this is all according to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi's plan, So let's read a little bit of this. So it says, cash is no longer king. The number of automated teller machines, ATMs, across the U.S. is declining as many people rely on digital payments rather than cash, right? And we're going to see how they used the demic to push that, So it says, why it's news. During the demic, online shopping increased as many people were stuck indoors in fear of the CV being contracted through handling money made cash sales decrease. Remember? And we got to remember that they were saying that the CV would stay on the surface for a certain amount of time and it can be transferred through money and blah, 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 blah. And here we are 3 years later. So, these are the crafty devices of the wicked, man. Because they want everybody to be tracked and traced. They want everything to be on a grid somewhere. They want to be able to know everything about everybody at any time, It says, between the fear of cash and the increase in online shopping, digital payment methods began increasing significantly, and the demand for digital payments has not seemed to slow down as more people rely on digital payments rather than cash, right? Central bank digital currency, right? The law that Biden had passed, where he wants to make everything transfer over to digital payments, right? It's all tying in, and it all goes back to control. All goes back to control with these damn devils. There's Ezekiel 28 and 2. Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, which goes into Esau, Edom, so-called white people. Salaki. Thus saith the Lord power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God, right? And that's what these damn devils are trying to do, right? The Klaus Schwab's right-hand man, Noah Harari, said, they don't need, people don't need God anymore. If there's a drought, then they can create water. If there's a famine, they could create their own food. That's the pride of these damn devils, man. It says, because thine heart is lifted up, proud, and thou hast said, I am a God, I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas, meaning the seas representing the people, yet thou art a man, and not God, though thou set thine heart as the heart of God. So though they sit there and try to be the Most High and do these different things, they want to know our thoughts, they want to know all our every move, right, as the Most High does, but they are just a man. And they're trying to achieve being God on earth through their left-handed means, man, through their technology. And it ain't gonna happen, man. Let's get a little bit of this. I don't want to make this too long. I just want to hit a couple points. All goes back to control. So this is from Redacted, right? So I'm gonna get a little bit of this, but there's a key point that the other guy had said in the video that I wanted to play. So I'll play a little bit of this, and this is fair use. This is for educational purposes. All right. So without further ado, here we go.
Let's talk about this. So the World Health Organization is pushing for global vaccine passports. At the same time, they are pushing for global pandemic powers through what's known as the CA Plus treaty that we have been discussing here on the show. And God, we get a lot of emails from you guys. So I read your emails every morning.
Let's see. And this is what they're planning, man. They want to put these passports so everything could be tracked and traced. All about control. Let's see if I can get it right here. Let me play it from here. Here we go.
So this pandemic treaty gives the WHO, the World Health Organization, power to declare and manage global pandemic emergencies. Now, this would mean that they could mandate lockdowns, vaccine mandates, vaccine supplies and distribution, and
complete control
and surveillance of populations. The WHO began the meeting to work out the draft of this treaty on Monday. And we're going to be looking for the results of that meeting when it ends on Friday. So many of you are asking, Clayton, what's the update on this meeting that started on the 27th? Well, it's still going on. So we'll have an update for you on Friday as soon as we have this information and what the answer is here. Meanwhile, they're also pushing for global vaccine passports through a series of proposed amendments to the international health regulations, which goes back to 2005. A legally binding instrument that imposes various conditions on 196 different member states.
And real quick before he continues on, these devils are always pushing forth these unrighteous decrees. What's that, Isaiah? Yeah, Isaiah 10. This is Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, right? So they're putting forth all these laws, amendments, decrees to control the people. That's what it's all about, and have a authoritarian, dystopian future. With that's the whole thing with these 15-minute cities. It all goes back to them controlling everything, the movements. They want to, they have in that movie, oh man, I'm trying to remember the name of it, but they had like thought police. They're talking about controlling misinformation, the epidemic of misinformation. Those type of terms are being thrown out there because everything's about, you have to think and move and do as they want because they are putting themselves as the Most High.
96 different member states. Vaccine passports would be digital and paper records of your health records, your travel history, everywhere you go, every person you visit, every train you're on, every plane you're on, every rest stop you stop at. Think about that, right? Every rest stop on the highway. You think you have anonymity on the turnpike? You don't. Your vaccine status for all vaccines and an assessment of your threat level based on various data points about you. This is not a conspiracy theory, guys. This is in their documents, specifically in their documents. Your threat level.
Right. And they're doing it under the guise of it's for the greater good and for peace. This is Daniel 8:25. And through his policy, the wicked's policy, Esau, Edom, the so-called white people, in particular the elites that are pushing these wicked things even to their own fucking people, right? Daniel 8:25. Excuse me. And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart. There goes that pride again. That's how you know what we're talking about. The proudest people walking this earth is none other than the so-called white people, man. You know? And by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand, man. So the point being, and by peace shall destroy many. You know, they're going to do this under the guise of peace, man. That is good for you. This is what society needs to move forward. You know? Continuing on.
What's your threat level? Can you imagine like dating apps? Like instead of like, do you like dogs? Like must love dogs, you know, like likes long walks on the beach. Now you must like include in the dating app, like, you know, your threat level. Like what's your threat level, you know?
Well, and it seems like the threat level would have to be added by other people, because it wouldn't make sense if you got to add your own threat level, because I'm not a threat, you know?
Well, I mean, but you would have to add it. Maybe it's tied directly into, like, you know how you have an API when you log into certain things? Maybe now you have like your own API. You log in with your
I scan my microchip.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you heard it. You heard it. And that's what it's all leading up to, man. That's what this is all leading up to. Your threat level, all this BS, you know, getting rid of cash, so you know, everything's tied into this digital system, and they want to put that device, that rice device, under your skin, and have you be a slave to the wicked, man. You know. So let's end off on that. This is Revelation 13:16, and he causeth all the wicked. Causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Right? So, as he said, that C-hip, you know, in your right hand or your left hand, wherever, you know. And then they have the new program that's going with, you know, Elon Musk, Neuralink, and then the new thing that Synchron, that Billy Gates of Hell and what's his name, Jeff Bezos from Amazon, right? Go figure. Money, buy and sell, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is a number of a man. Right? They're trying to be as the Most High, but they are nothing but a man, a low level, a basis of men, a caveman that the earth was given into the hands of for a short period of time, right? It says that the devil shall rule for a short season, and his season is almost up. And that's why it says in Revelation 12:12, he shall come down with great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. You know, that's why everything's moving in Operation Warp Speed, man. You know, and the Lord is shortening the days for the elect's sake. So everything's heating up, you know. Everything's coming to a head, man. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. 666, man. You know. So these devils are moving, man. You know. And we're, you know, blowing the trumpet. Let you Israelites know what these devils are up to, man. You know, so they want to track and trace you. They want everything to be on that grid, man, including you. You know, that Internet of Things. You know, so yeah, you know, I just wanted to highlight that, do a quick lesson, you know, and warn the people, man, warn our people. So, you know, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to thank Bahasham, Yahawashi once again for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. And I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule well, taught me his truth. Salutation, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutation, my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To all, I want to say shalom. I want to say DTA, Abab, and Kwam Yasharala. Hey, shalom. To the next one.